Friday morning. I am first morning meteorologist Eric Burris. It is a cloudy day. It is a damp start to the day for many of us, but at least it's Friday. That, my friends, is the key. How are you? Hopefully we'll get your day started off on the right note. Today's always a fun day because on Fridays during the quieter season, we have the Coffee Talk drive-thru, and today's guest is lovely. I cannot wait to chat with her. But before we get to that, let's just get to our whole forecast thing. All right, here's a live look outside. There's downtown Orlando. I see one airplane. I see some rain, and oh, that's right, a whole lot of cloud cover. It is not a bright, sunny Chamber of Commerce, beautiful start to the day. It is instead a day with clouds and showers. And I do also want to, before I move on, I've got Sweet Alexander with me. So if you hear, if he loses it, I'm going to have to pull him out of his chair and have him join, but he's kind of hanging out. So Carolyn, good morning. Connie, Tina, Gloria, good morning. Tim says heading to Miami today. Tim, good morning to you, my friend. Let's look outside live on our first morning Doppler radar. We had plenty of showers earlier today. The overall coverage of rain has been trending lower and lower, but there is still some rain. So let's start up here right around the Villages. If you live in that corridor, it's either raining already or is about to start to rain. From about Lake Weir and Weirsdale back over to about Lisbon, Fruitland Park, getting into the Villages, eventually working over toward Wildwood, Rutland, and crossing over to the Turnpike I-75 corridor. It is not bad. It is not bad. Just a little bit of rain. There's actually even there's this little heavier pocket of rain that's coming right in around Leesburg. Let me just pop up the live feed and you can kind of see. It's heading right toward 44, 27, 441, right into Leesburg, that little pocket of red there. Otherwise, we're not doing too bad. It's a nice start to the day. Temperature-wise, comfortable. 69 in Orlando, 67 degrees in the Villages. It is 72 back over to Brevard County. So it's a comfortable start. It is certainly a damp, cloudy start. What is going on, Mother Nature? Still have that frontal boundary in the area and still have all of those clouds courtesy of that frontal boundary. So like yesterday, we're expecting the moisture in play. That's just going to carry us through. So let's take a look at our 12-hour forecast and get your day started. And then we'll take a look at Futurecast so that we can zero in on things. This morning, cloudy, damp. We've got a bit of a break. And then it looks like as temperatures do start to warm, we are going to watch the overall shower chances build again this afternoon into this evening. So I don't mind it because like last night, it's great sleeping weather. There's nothing like waking up, hearing it pouring on your window and saying, I don't have to do anything. I'm going to go back to bed. I will love that. Granted, my alarm clock is in the 2 a.m. hour for tomorrow morning. Gotta love sunrise. I do. I don't necessarily love the alarm clock part, but as I tell my wife all the time, you've got to take the good with the bad, babe. You got to take the good with the bad, So that's the way it is. Victor, good morning. Bruce, how are ya? Bob, Terry, Nancy, good morning, everybody. Nancy, hope you're doing well. All right, so we do have those showers. Let's take a look at Futurecast and detail our Friday. And then I also want to detail the weekend. A lot of people have been asking, and for good measure. So here's a look at Futurecast. I'll bring it full screen for you and do the best we can to kind of detail. You can see those showers. Certainly still kind of zeroing in on our northern areas. Watch how by lunchtime we get that break. Looking nice. And then we'll kind of re-fire up a few showers, especially, my friends, along the East Coast communities. We're not going to be perfectly dry, okay? We are going to see those showers, especially if you live Volusia into Brevard County, and some of those may try to sneak through, and that's kind of a look. Notice tonight, a few showers lingering, and then let's just keep going. For tomorrow morning, hey, good morning to you. I'll be wearing a suit and tie and pretending to be awake, and I'll be certainly tracking a few light showers around, but what about the rest of your Saturday? Let's go through there. Clouds kind of thinning out little by little. Do have a few showers kind of popping up, but the clouds are going to yield to more sunshine. So I do think tomorrow's forecast is not looking bad at all. And the overall setup here using our long-range Futurecast, notice through tomorrow those coastal showers will kind of work in, but the best coverage of rain for your Saturday is going to be along the East Coast. Look at Sunday. A few light showers across the interior, but coastal showers. Then on Monday, there's that next front approaching and clearing us out. Yeah, there's going to be some dramatic changes over the next couple of days, so that's not a bad thing at all. Not a bad thing at all. All right, so let's take a look at our 7-day forecast just so we can kind of zero in on that. And then, of course, plan all the way through to Turkey Day, because that's the fun part, is that Thanksgiving is now on our 7-day forecast, right? 78 today, 77 tomorrow. Notice your Friday, your Saturday, and your Sunday, they do all include those passing showers. Not a bad setup, but we do see those passing showers. Then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Look at the difference in temperatures. Upper 70s Monday. Hi, Bubba. You okay? You got your toy? Here. Sorry. Parenting job number 1. Oh, we're done. We're done with that toy. Are you going to do the coffee talk drive-through with me? We're going to talk to Deb together? Let me grab him. Hold on a second. It's okay. You want to join me? Let me bring this full screen. I'll talk to you while I'm grabbing Alexander. So notice that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, those temperatures take a dip. Tuesday, that's going to be a pretty dramatic one. Seriously. Tuesday afternoon, those temperatures are going to stay chilly all day Tuesday. See that? 62, that's your high. Seriously. It'll be an interesting day in terms of those temperatures, and certainly we'll have a coffee talk for that. And then by Wednesday, we'll start to look a little bit better and you know, kind of hang back in that normal category. All right, we're going to do coffee talk with Alexander. You want to say hi, Bubba? Can you see yourself on there? Yeah. At least for the holiday, we are going to be talking about lovely, lovely, lovely sunshine. And that's the good news, is that if you've got plans to be out and about, here, let me scoot my chair up. Hold on a second, my friends. All right. If you've got plans for Thanksgiving, the morning lows are going to be cool. The afternoon highs are going to be great. It does look like a great forecast. So, you know, for what it's worth, as you plan your Thanksgiving week, Thanksgiving Day looks comfortable. That Tuesday, Wednesday before looks chilly. And for those of you that have followed our long-range forecast, this is all basically what we've talked about. The only adjustments are that the chill kind of moved up a couple of days, but it's in the ballpark. Just kind of moved the timeline up a little bit. So there's that. That's all good stuff. Tracy says, looks amazing. I want to go hiking on Thanksgiving. You certainly can do that. You can certainly do that. I love it. All right, another thing that we can do, because we've got the technology and we have the know-how, is Coffee Talk Drive-Thru. This is one of my favorite things to do. And joining us this morning, Debbie Mandarino. Miss Debbie, good morning to you. How are you?
Good morning.
Hey, thank you for joining us. First off, I appreciate you waking up with me. You and I chatted just a little bit earlier before getting on to Coffee Talk. And you said that you've got some supporters that probably are joining you on this morning.
I hope so. My son, my daughter, and my neighbor, my friend Ro.
I love it. I love it. So Debbie, tell us a little bit about you. Who are you? How did you find yourself here talking to us this morning?
Who am I? I don't know who I am yet because I'm still becoming me.
Love it.
I am a New Yorker, transplanted to Daytona. And I was a single mom forever since my kids were 1 and 2.5, and they are the reason for living.
I love it.
They are it.
I love it. Now, you said to me just briefly, it's okay, Bubba. You said to me just briefly that you spent the last week doing some really fun things. Tell me about that.
Oh goodness, I went to Disney. I met my friends, my best friends in New York. I've been friends with them for 50 years. Their son and his wife and their 2 little ones, ages 2 and 3.5, came to Florida and spent the week in Disney.
Oh,
so
great.
Of course, me being the wonderful aunt that I am, I drove back and forth and met them at whatever park they were doing, and we had a blast.
Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, so Debbie, because this is the Coffee Talk Drive-Thru, we have to ask, what is your beverage of choice in the mornings? Love the mug. How do we have our coffee?
This coffee today is a chocolate coffee with Almond Joy creamer.
I love it. David's asking, where are you from in New York?
Long Island. Can you tell I had coffee?
Coffee talk. See, you're the perfect person for the coffee talk drive-through because I can give you a topic and you can talk about it, you know?
I can.
All right, a couple of questions from people that have asked. Kenneth Otto asked, do you do something special on Thanksgiving Day? Is there a tradition or something that you and your family do?
Okay, there was pre-children. I worked at Macy's in Roosevelt Field, Long Island, which is one of the biggest malls, and I was clown captain for that Macy's.
Ooh.
So I would be in the parade. I did it for 6 years, and I was in charge of all my clowns. So,
oh, wow.
Hence me. And since then, as the family has kind of moved in different places, up until last year, our tradition was me and my 2 kids, because my mother had been in Florida at the time. We would do pork chops, mashed potatoes, which my daughter makes because she loves them.
Yep.
And usually broccoli. That's a tradition.
I love that.
We don't like turkey.
It's funny. I love the pork chops, just taking it in a different direction.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. Tracy's asking, how long have you lived in Florida?
Since last October, so just over a year.
So you're fairly new. My mother is asked, so I will tell everybody that as soon as I started talking to Debbie, I said, wow, you just remind me of my mother in every way. And Debbie was concerned if it was a good or a bad thing. My mother is asking what part of New York, where on Long Island?
East Meadow.
Okay, yeah.
That's Nassau County. But Long Islanders know wherever, so...
Just keep going and go, yeah, I'm from Montauk. I'm at the end. I try to get as far away from people.
I know where that is. I've been there. Been all over. My daughter and I, once she turned 21, we used to travel out east all the time to go to the wineries.
Oh, hey, it's so beautiful
I
out there.
miss that. I so miss that.
Yeah, it's beautiful out there. It really is. Let's see here. I've been living in Louisiana all my life, 64. Wow, look at that. Oh, somebody wants to know if you want to become famous. They're offering you to buy followers. So there's that.
Sure. Why not? They pay for it. Why not?
Tim's asking, do you follow the long-range forecasting? And if so, do your friends look at you funny when you talk about the long-range forecasting?
Okay, I've been doing following weather, even in New York, where I could actually go outside and read the sky and whatever. And I taught my kids that because my son skimboards. And it's like, you got to watch the clouds. But, I just tell my friends, they don't believe I know what I'm talking about, so that's okay.
Hey, listen, some of my own mentor thinks I'm crazy to do the long-range stuff that I do, you know? You and I talked a little bit before Coffee Talk about perspectives of life, and I said I've always tried to approach it as we have one shot of life, so we need to make it the most. And you shared something pretty wonderful about your perspective of life. If you care to, would you share how you've grown and gotten to where you are today over the last few years?
Sure. Like I said, I've been a single mom since my kids were 1 and 2.5. So my life was a big ball of stress, and I became a stressed person. I didn't know any other way to be.
Yeah.
Then 5 years ago, I was in this really, really bad car accident. One car, just came out from my right, made a left turn in front of me on a main road, and that was it. Fractured my neck, severe concussion, and it took a couple of years of therapy and whatever else I had to do that I finally started waking up, and I realized this is it. I can't do this anymore. I have to become a different person. So I just upped and moved down here.
Wow.
And I'm happier here. I feel happier. I lost a lot of weight being here just because I've de-stressed.
Yeah. Yeah. And you feel that impacts you on a day-to-day basis still?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's so much happier now.
I love that.
Even my daughter noticed that when I go to visit her.
Yeah. It's all about perspective of life. I've always tried to be a jack of all trades because I want to learn just as much as I can, and I want to experience just as much as I can. And I think that your perspective is puts you in that similar position, which is I certainly love that. Let's see here. A couple of people have mentioned things. Ariana says Mama Mandarino. Who's
Love
that?
you. Ariana is my son Joey's girlfriend. Love her to pieces. She's adorable. We went shopping when I was in New York because she needed a formal gown.
Ooh.
I had a blast.
Oh my
Love
gosh.
her.
I love that.
Love her.
I love that. Well, she's here supporting you, so
Well, I'm assuming that means Joey's here too.
well, could be. You never know.
Joey, are you there?
Joey.
Risa, are you there?
Good morning, Joey. Don't be like Alexander and fall asleep over here. Is he awake?
No, Joey does not sleep like that. That's for sure.
Maybe years ago, right?
No, even then, no.
Yeah.
Not my son. My son did not believe in sleeping.
Really?
He did not want to miss a thing. He was colicky and he didn't want to miss a thing. Sorry,
Oh.
Joey. I love you pieces. And then Risa should be here. And then my friend Ro, I know, is there because he mentioned that he's there. I see it on my phone. I don't see it on the screen here.
Yeah. Tracy says, so glad that you found your happiness. Jan says, good for her. Eli says, you can be pitiful or powerful. I love that. I love
I'll
that.
be powerful.
Right? I love that. Does Debbie work out? Carla's asking if you work out.
I used to.
Hey, I love it.
used to.
Ro, where's Miss Nolly?
Noli.
Noli.
That's Noli. Me Noli. Noli.
Adora says,
Sorry,
good morning.
Ro. Here she comes, Ro. Here she comes. Here she comes.
Uh-oh.
Come on, baby girl. Come on. Oh, let's go see.
Noli met Stella just a couple of moments ago, too.
Who's that? Who's that?
I love
Say
it.
hi to Joey and Risa. We can stay there too somewhere.
Do you have any fun plans for the holidays this year?
No fun plans. I'm hoping to see my kids. That's it.
Hey,
and my mom if she decides to get vaccinated, but that's another story.
That's a whole other thing on another day, right? Adora says we all used to Debbie. I don't even know what that means. No matter
Me
what.
neither.
Michael says no matter what life throws at you, you got to get up, put a smile on your face if you have to. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Debbie, do you have any other pets? Eric's asking.
No. Isn't one cannoli enough?
I get that. I've got my one Stella who decided to go number 2 everywhere. So today, so that was so much fun. If you could do one thing in life, one thing right now, if I gave you that gift, what would that one thing be and why?
Oh my goodness. I've done so many different things as a jack of all trades, master of all. What would I do? I would probably take my kids to Italy.
Oh, yeah.
And try to explore my father's place of growing up in Naples.
That's fascinating.
And then eat and not gain weight.
Oh, my God. Wouldn't that just be the greatest?
I want to go to Italy and eat like crazy and not gain weight.
Eric's asking, is it gravy or is it sauce?
Gravy.
I love that. I love that.
It's gravy.
What's one fun thing that nobody knows or maybe some people know the closest to you? What's one fun thing about you that everybody should know that would make them laugh or make them just kind of say, wow, that's cool?
Besides the fact that I was a clown in the parade?
That's a great one. And that for anybody else that didn't freely volunteer that would have been perfect. But for you, we have to dive deeper.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize. That was my fun. I was pre-children. Fun thing, I learned and certified in scuba diving last year.
That's awesome.
I know. And my buddy decided to go get a girlfriend and have her learn how to scuba dive, Ariana.
So do you guys all go?
No. Joey and I learned together and we did our dives and whatever. That's all we did. Then he went to Aruba, I think, with Ariana.
Oh, wow.
And Ariana finished her certification there. And then they went to Hawaii. And so I got one dive under my belt. And my son has like 20-something. I don't know, Joey, how many do you have?
Oh, my gosh, that's so funny.
Stop.
I got dive certified so early in my career. I'm just gonna lean back. Forgive me. We're gonna make some bad TV here just so that I can get Alexander to lay down, or to relax.
Do you want me to go back like this so we're on the same level?
Yeah, no, it's fine. I got dive certified when I lived in West Palm Beach, and I went diving every day, whether it was before work or after work. And then, ever since I moved to Wesh, I haven't gone diving since. So I need a diving buddy too, Debbie. We should go diving.
We should. I would trust you. Oh, Joey said he has 28 dives.
28 dives. Wow. I'm
Thanks,
nitrox
Joe.
certified too, so there's that.
He texted me. Yeah, I'll go with you. See, that's my problem is I had a really bad experience my first and only dive here in Florida with the buddy they buddied me up with.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I go into panic. So
well,
I trust Joey. I know that he will not let anything happen to me.
Yeah. Just need some shallow dives to get you and me both back into this whole thing, you know?
Yeah.
Let's see here. You're an inspiration, Eric says. For me to move back to Florida, sounds like you're having a good time.
I am. I'm having a good time.
That's
I miss my kids though tremendously.
Yeah. But I feel like no matter what in that phase of life, I was just talking to a neighbor. We had an HOA meeting yesterday, our first one in our community, which you can imagine how fun that is. And I was talking to a neighbor I'd never talked to, and she's an empty nester, and we were just talking about how at that phase of life, it's, for her, she said she's loving, that phase and how life kind of gets you prepared for it. And I said, I'm so into the weeds with this phase of life that I feel like that's going to be difficult to, especially if the kids move away and you have to travel to see them. And once they start families, life is not the easiest cup of tea to drink. There's always these difficult things that you have to kind of go through. Yeah.
Right. Well, the theory that I was brought up on is you raise your children to be happy and successful and independent.
Yeah.
My son has always claimed to be independent, and if I can embarrass him and tell you a story about the pork chops.
Please do.
I'll wait for him to tell me if I could do that.
Of course.
Mr. Independence. And, but I let him, he wanted to go away to school. He went local. He went to Stony Brook. But I'm like, no. Go. You need to go.
Yeah.
He's like, if I go to Stony Brook, then I don't. Like, no. He didn't think I would say go ahead, live there. But I'm like, no, go.
Yeah.
He didn't grow up with the dad in the house. My father died 11 years ago, and my father was everything to him.
Yeah.
And my daughter went to RPI. I don't know if you've heard of it, Rensselaer Polytech.
Yeah, my best friend went there.
Yeah, Joey said go for it. Okay, so I believe it's Thanksgiving.
Uh-huh.
And this was, Joey, I think you were like 11, 12. I don't know what you were. So I did the pork chops, and you bake them.
Yeah.
And I know we had rice-a-roni that time, and of course we had to have. He likes the rice-a-roni, she likes the mashed potatoes, whatever. So everybody's sitting at the table, just the three of us. We're having our dinner, and he wants more. I said, "Let me get it for you." He goes, "No. I can do it." So he goes in the kitchen, and he's independent. I'm independent. I can handle it. I'm not you know how the kids are.
Oh yeah.
And all of a sudden, he balanced the plate on the edge of the sink and the counter. Because this kitchen was horribly small. And all of a sudden, the plate was face down on the kitchen floor.
Oh, boy. Did it shatter?
And we were laughing, and we're like, yeah, Mr. Independence. Yeah, you could do this.
Did it shatter?
No. Oh, I had Corel.
Oh, okay. Of course.
Corel. There was no shattering. But it was hysterical because, he really did a good job putting everything on his plate the way he wanted
and then it teeter-totter.
Face down.
Oh, man.
Couldn't have been any better.
That's too funny. That's too funny.
I love you, Joey.
Risa says, OMG, love when people know RPI. Such a great experience.
Yeah. Oh, she's amazing. She really is. She worked hard. I'll brag. Can I brag? Am I allowed to brag?
Please do.
Okay, so Risa went to RPI, and they were both in the top 10% of their high school.
Wow.
Same high school, a grade apart. She went to RPI, and she ended up in 4 years doing her bachelor's with 2 minors and then a master's. I think her master's was in business analytics.
Wow.
And that's all in 4 years while she worked on campus and everything. So, yeah.
Wow.
Then she broke my heart and she moved to Atlanta.
Hey, at least Delta has direct, like every hour flights.
Tell her. You tell her.
I'm not going to step in the middle of this one.
I love you, Risa. Well, she's engaged now, so we have to consider all that.
Of course. See, respect. It's
yes.
a big thing. Patty says,
yes.
So blessed our kids moved to Florida when we did. They are now both married, and our grands are all in the same town. That's beautiful.
That's great.
I love it.
Yeah, my son came down to visit me in July.
That's great.
And we went to the food and wine at Epcot 2 days straight. And oh my God, it was the first weekend it was open.
Yeah. Was it oh my God because you saw the credit card bill after, or oh my God we had a great time?
No. My son, he actually paid for everything for me.
Wow.
He would not let me pay for anything.
That's a good
except
son.
I bought my own.
That's a good son.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm telling you, when I say I'm very proud of them, they are both extremely successful, more successful than I ever was.
That's beautiful.
And I have 2 degrees. And then I went and I got certified in sign language, and I'm still like not nearly as successful as them.
But being a successful mother, single mother that fought like hell for so long to raise a family of people that you can say that they're more successful than you, to me, that at least puts the level playing field together. At least. I mean, you did.
Yeah, people say that.
Listen.
I see them. They worked hard to get what they're doing.
Where did they learn that? Where did they learn that?
I would guess their mother, because their mother's the brainiac in the family.
Hey, listen, I mean, I've known you for what now? A half an hour, and you ooze this positivity and this, your smile shows the kind of person. Listen, there's a lot that I can already tell you don't give yourself enough credit for, and you should, because you fought like heck. You really did.
Well, thank you.
You really did.
Yeah, I've been looking for a job, and all I get is rejection letters from Florida. Florida does not like me when it comes to that.
Anybody hiring? You're in Volusia County. Anybody hiring?
I'm in Volusia, but I'm considering I'd like to move to the Orlando area, like the west side of the city.
Yeah.
To be closer to Disney.
Listen, the 429 or any of those back roads, it gets you in easy.
Right, and I've been looking for a job out there too.
Anybody hiring? You've got a bright light sitting right in front of you, Miss Debbie.
Yeah,
everybody,
interview me. Tell me what you want to know.
Let's make this happen, everybody. Okay, please, let's make this happen. Let's get Debbie that next step. And Debbie loves Disney. Anybody work at Disney?
I don't want to make $10 an hour. Come on, Eric. That's the thing. The $10 an hour full-time job.
Yeah.
And then the rents. Oh my goodness. Have you looked at the rents?
Listen, when I first moved to Orlando, I thought that I was being crazy. I lived in downtown Orlando in a high rise, okay? And at the time, I thought the rent was disgusting high, and I said, I'm going to do this for 1 year. I'm not going to spend anywhere else. I'm going to, so I can have this experience. Would you believe me if I told you that rent for that high rise, which I thought was disgusting, is now the rent at any given apartment complex?
Right.
Anywhere now. Like, that disgusting rent is now just your normal rent.
Yeah.
What kind of world?
No.
That's crazy.
It's bad.
Oh, yeah,
I'm looking at the things. Tracy said to get a job at Disney. You see that?
Yeah.
I was a clown leader. Tracy, I don't mean to be correcting, but, being the teacher in me, it's called boss clown.
Oh, boom.
And Crystal said Disney's hiring. Yeah, I got plenty of rejection letters for Disney, too.
Interesting.
Yeah. They're hiring, but they reject me.
Have you gone down to the casting center?
No.
Give it a drive.
When I go there, I apply. I should.
Give it a shot, because,
I did the application with TSA to be like, the security person who checks all these things.
Yeah.
I finished the test in under an hour, and the guy's like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yes." And when I got home, it's only like a 10-minute ride.
Yeah.
You passed, but I'm still on hold with them.
Interesting.
I know, it's like, it's crazy.
Somebody in here is going to give you something. I can already tell. I can already feel it. All right. Would you be so kind as to give the 7-day forecast since you're here on the drive-through?
I will. 78 today and 40% chance of rain. Let's make that a 0%.
We'll work on it.
Saturday, 77. Sunday, beautiful, 88 and sunny. There's no rain until nighttime. Monday, 79. Tuesday, 62. I don't like the 48s and the 47s. Wednesday, 68. Thursday, 74. That's not bad. That's actually like a kind of a perfect day for Thanksgiving.
Right?
Not hot, not cold.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't like the nighttime parts. 47, 48, 50.
Remember, though, from New York, they're talking about snow this upcoming week. So at least...
Yeah. That's why I'm here and not there.
Yeah.
I could be there.
Diana says, they say everyone is hiring, however, no one calls you back when you apply. That's why I say go right down to the casting center. When I wanted a job at Disney, that was what I did, and they hired me literally. They did an interview on the spot and offered me a job right on the spot.
Thank you, Susie. You see Susie's comment?
You've got a great personality. Anyone would be blessed to have you as a part of their team. I agree, Susie. There's something, there's something special, and you can always... There's this X factor. They say it about it in the entertainment business, right? But I think everybody. Oh my goodness.
Are you hiring, Eric?
I wish.
I'll come work in Wesh.
I will
come
Wesh?
I pass you this week. I passed you like every day, and I'm waving, and you didn't wave to me from that building.
I just didn't know you were going by.
I was going to Disney.
I think I know we have production. Jobs open. I don't know I have no idea what it pays. Would you be willing to work terrible hours with me?
Sure.
You should.
Absolutely.
Head over to Wesh.com.
What's terrible hours? I say yes, then I ask what it is.
Oh, the hours like 3 a.m. to like 1 p.m. or 3 p.m. to like midnight?
Oh, I like the morning better.
That's where I am half the time.
I like the morning better. As you know, when I emailed you this morning, if you looked, I'm like, yeah, I'm up.
Yeah, well... I was up, but I was preparing food for this one. You could see he's hammered. He's punch drunk over here.
That's good.
Yeah, come join us at Wesh. Hearst Careers.
Okay. The thing is, like my wonderful daughter is redoing my resume. To paraphrase her, my LinkedIn and my resume are horrible. And so she has been working on them for me. I don't know when they're going to be done.
Yeah.
She has a full-time job and, changing careers and whatever. So I understand that.
Yeah.
And I love her dearly for trying. My son's going to look over my resume because they have a totally different perspective.
Yeah.
But people don't realize, like, I'm a fast learn. Like, I'm smart like my kids.
Sure. Well, listen, you raised kids. I mean, just that alone gives you something, right?
Yeah, but people don't see that in the job market. You know that.
I do.
They look at what you got on the paper.
Yeah. A former colleague of mine, Melanie, says TV station hours. Nights, weekends, holidays, hurricanes, elections, LOL.
I'm a single person still. It's just me and the pup.
Yeah.
So it's not like I have to work with anybody else's schedule. I just have to work with her schedule.
That's a good point. That's point.
That's it.
All right.
Go ahead.
Is there anything else? Is there anything else that you want to share? Is there anything that we would love to have known about you or anything like that?
Let's see. I have family here in the Daytona area. They're also Mandarinos.
Yep.
They're my father's side. We came down here when I was a kid. Every summer we'd stay with them.
Wow.
And that's how I got my love for this area.
How did you find Coffee Talk?
That's a really good question. I think I was just browsing the weather and I flipped channels because New York is usually ABC, but certain things about ABC I'm not a fan of. So I kept going and I love Al Roker.
Oh, yeah.
And he's hysterical. And then all of a sudden there were you and Facebook. And when I first started last year, I was not a participant. I was more of a listener, watcher, whatever.
Yeah.
And little by little, because I find everybody on Coffee Talk is so nice.
Isn't it true?
So friendly.
Yeah.
there. You know, I love good morning everybody and whatever, and it's just like a little family, and I
Yeah,
feel like yes, it's a family now.
it
Now I
is.
feel like more comfortable. As you can see, I told you I have no problems talking to people.
I love it. Listen,
I
you
talk to
are a
everyone.
delight, and I'm hoping somebody in here is looking for somebody that I would love to see this turn into something for you because
Wouldn't that be cool?
I think so. Listen, everything else about Coffee Talk has always exceeded my desires and expectations. So why not just see this continue? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it. Listen, so nice to talk to you. So nice to meet you. I look
Thanks.
forward
I
to.
love this. This was great.
Thank
I
you.
could always be your stand-in in case somebody else, cuts out on you.
That works for me.
Yeah.
Have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
you too, and everybody else enjoy it.
I look forward to seeing you commenting as well.
Oh, of course.
Don't
You know
sit
I always do.
don't sit in the back anymore.
I
And
know,
let's
I
see.
offer my 2 cents all the time.
And I love it. I love it. And hey, if you want to come run cameras at Wesh, I would love that too.
I'm coming.
All right. Have
Whatever
a
you
great
want.
morning.
Do I
Thank
have
you.
to wear pants? Can I wear shorts?
It's awful. Listen, it gets. Do you know what the temperature was in the studio this week?
No.
56 degrees.
Oh my God, what's wrong with them?
It got so cold that I went out to talk to my boss and I was wearing my heavy jacket, which is not odd in that building, but I was shaking and she's like, "Do I make you nervous?" I'm like, "No, I'm literally shivering right now." Like it's that cold. The controller's broken right now, so it gets just disgustingly cold right now.
I'm looking at the comments and just thank you to everybody for all the comments.
She's good people. People, anybody looking? Huh? Let's bring her. We could bring her over to the Orlando Metro too.
There you go.
All right.
And thank you to Joey and Risa for getting up and doing this when watching me, and Ro, if you're still there.
I love it. Thank you
I
so
love
much.
Thanks.
We'll talk to you later.
All right, sounds good. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
What a sweetheart. Oh, another example of how this little family that we are on Coffee Talk is pretty darn good people. It's really true. All right. Well, you heard her. She doesn't love these overnight low temperatures, and I tend to agree, but there is just one road for us to travel, and it's whatever Mother Nature throws at us. So a couple of showers these next couple of days. Otherwise, it does get sunnier and beautiful looking ahead to Thanksgiving. I love it. All right, listen, I'm going to go into dad mode now. My poor sweet Alexander. Can't even open his eyes for Coffee Talk. Listen, be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out. Debbie, thank you so much for hanging out. Everybody, Jan says you're great, Debbie. You're a joy to talk to. Becca says it's great. It's great. Debbie, let's get you something. All right. All right. Listen. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. Take care.